AI has been a game changer for writing code and interpreting data, especially with things like ChatGPT. When it comes to code, many different languages might come to mind, but what about Fortran? I wasn't too surprised when I didn't see ChatGPT videos focused on Fortran when I looked on YouTube, but I figured the grandfather of programming languages deserved a little respect. Admittedly, I'm not super good at Fortran, but I do give it the respect that it deserves. So I wanted to ask ChatGPT, what's basically an easy way to just run some Fortran code? And this is what it gave me. And I ended up going with Simply Fortran, which I like just the simply part in it, so that's what I went with. A simple Google search here is all I needed to get to Simply Fortran, so I'm going to go on the site there, and I'm going to download this. I'm going to basically download this version 3.31, and I'm going to zoom through the installation. It's just good to have a visual sometimes. So it's the basics here, next, basically. And so it took me about 40 seconds to install, but I zoomed this up a bit for you. And so once it's ready, if you have an icon on the desktop, or if you're lazy like me and you like to just put it in the search there, just type in, simply, and then you'll open it up, and there you go. There it is. So you can start writing some code. So go to New, and then this is where we're going to enter our first command to ChatGPT and have it do a basic hello world with a little twist. Let's have a little time delay on it. That way, it's not like so easy. Anybody can do a hello world in about 2 minutes. So we just got to put a little twist on this to see if it'll do it. And I'll see what happens. I decided to use ChatGPT 3.5 because it's free. 4 requires a subscription. And yes, there are GPT Model 4s that are free. I just don't want to use them. Hope that's okay with you guys. I just figure I don't want to make you pay $20 a month to follow along. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. So let's go ahead and put that in here. So you can just copy and paste it. You can see right there. Looks good. All right. And so first I'm going to save it. Just save wherever. Hello world, whatever you want to call it. And then, let's go ahead and run it. So that's how you run it right there. Want to compile it there, and let's see what happens. Oh, if you have a virus scanner, you might get a weird thing like that. And I left it on there on purpose. Just, hit close or ignore, or you can disable it if you want. But it looks like it worked. Got the hello world, and we got the delay. Cool. All right, so maybe something a little bit more challenging now. But first, if you want to see, I actually created an executable file right there so you can just run it, which is really neat. With Python or something, you need like PyInstaller to just run it and as an executable like that. So that's pretty neat. All right. So let's run a new one here. So go to File, we want to go to New. All right. Now let's try something a little trickier. We're going to see if it'll do a math problem, 5 + 5, and we want it to keep running until we get the answer right. So it looks like it spit that out pretty quick. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I know from what my friends say, the Fortran's pretty good at the mathematical kind of data array type stuff. So let's see what happens. So let's save it. Let's call it sum of 5. We'll save it. Now again, let's just go ahead and run this and let's see what happens. No errors, that's good. All right, just type in a couple wrong answers and let's see what happens when we do the right one. And there we go. Cool. So clearly ChatGPT does know some Fortran code. That's pretty neat. All right, now we got to up our game a little bit here. So I'm doing what we would normally use regular expressions for, and we want to get that 5-digit zip code out of there. Now I put some other numbers in there just to kind of trick it and see. This is going to be a tough one without, a regular expressions package to import like you would with R or Python. So let's see what happens here. I'd be pretty impressed. All right, so we got all that in there. Now, there are packages that you can install, external ones for Fortran, so you can do more complicated stuff, but I'm not going to do that here. So let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, we hit an error there. That's okay. My rule is I usually give ChatGPT the error, and a lot of times it'll remediate the situation and give you the correct code. But let's see what happens in this case. All right, so let's put that here. And let's see what they respond with. Okay. So the code's a little bit different here. Like I said, I'm not an expert at Fortran, but I mean, seems okay. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. All right, so you can highlight everything. You just hit Control A and then delete. And then let's go ahead and paste that in there. Let's save it here. Just hit yes, blah, blah, blah. All right, now let's run this and see if it works. Okay, yeah, we got another error. So if we were to import a regular expressions package or something, we probably wouldn't have got this error, but I wanted to keep this simple. I know if you're a noob at Fortran or you just haven't used it much, you know, you want to start with something simple. And so I'm kind of stretching simple with this, you know, regular expressions type thing. So let's try something more simple, but a little more complicated than we did before. So I got 2 rows here of data, 2 arrays, and I'm going to write my comment here, just paste it into ChatGPT. It's easier that way. And then I just want to, you know, get some stats on some of these things, on these 2 lists. And let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. I'm feeling pretty confident about that because it usually seems to work with array data pretty well, from what I understand, and, you know, my limited experience with Fortran. So let's give it a go here. That's quite a bit of code, but, you know, I think we'll be okay. Let's see what it does. So we got variance, we got mean, we got, you know, we got a bunch of cool stuff in there. We got median. All right, let's paste it in there and let's see what we got. And let's save it first and just give this a name. Call it whatever you want. This is just what I'm calling it. And let's run it. All right. Oh, well, look at that. Okay. So we got mean, we got median, we got variance, and both our groups there. We got a difference in mean even. I think this looks pretty good. So I think doing some basic statistical summaries or overviews, it seemed to do pretty well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was something a little unique and different and kind of fun for me to do. And now I have a newfound appreciation for Fortran. So let me know what you think. In the meantime, thanks for watching, subscribing, and take care, everyone.